Hey there, RosterWatch Nation. It's your friendly neighbor Trashman, back with another rookie spotlight. Today, I'm going to be talking about Bub Means, receiver for Pittsburgh. Big guy, 6'2", 215 pounds. Actually looks bigger than he's listed. He looks enormous if you watch his tape. Um, just kind of a massive frame, kind of a very wide shoulder build, just really well built receiver. Um, and that's great considering that he's also pretty fast. He's got good top speed, able to take the top off the defense, able to stretch defenses. Kind of was the big play guy for Pittsburgh, led them in receiving yards, 721, and touchdown receptions with 6 in 2023. His second season there after he transferred out of Louisiana Tech, where he actually started his career as a defensive back. So, he's got that acumen too. He knows kind of what to expect from corners. He averaged over 19 yards, over 19 and a half yards per reception there at Louisiana Tech too. Like I said, he's got a massive frame. He glides over the field like a phantom. Um, it's impressive to watch him move. He's not a quick twitch guy, but he is able to make pretty decent, sharp cuts. He's effective inside and outside. He can play out of the slot as well as the X. He racks up chunk plays out of either position, in considerable traffic. He's able to attack the ball at the catch point. He's got that massive range. He's got those big arms, 33 and a quarter inch arms, if I'm not mistaken. We'll, get the final word on that, the Shrine Bowl. Like I said, he attacks the ball at the catch point. And in addition to playing the slot and outside, he also returned kicks as well. So, he's got skills, in multiple positions. He's able to stack corners at the top of his routes. Like I said, he's got pretty good definite cuts where he can gain separation. I'd like Means to use more of his strength during play, to use more play strength, because he's such a big, powerful guy. You'd expect him to muscle defenders. He tends to more kind of finesse the guys, and I'd like to see him, use more of that physicality that he's well capable of. Also, he's able to bring down from behind when he is caught. He's not often caught because he's a fast guy, but when he is caught, he can often be taken down from behind. So if he just played with a little more play strength, a little more oomph, he'd seem like a little more special of a player to me. He looks to be a little bit of a one-trick pony on tape, but, there's dubious quarterback play there at Pitt. And, just lack of necessity as that, kind of every down chain mover for me. So I think given the opportunity, he could be a consistent fantasy producer. And that, kind of lends to his fantasy outlook. He's not historically a volume receiver, but for fantasy purposes, he will need to land on a team that needs him to be that guy. I have a feeling that most of his suitors, though, are going to be, teams looking for a big man with some red zone presence, not necessarily, every down chain mover type of guy, a guy who can take the, the top off the play, off the defense, occasionally. So Means isn't necessarily a special player, but he has the size, speed, and solid hands to be a team's go-to, over time, like a la Donovan Peoples-Jones instance there in Cleveland. And Nico Collins, he reminds me a little bit of Nico Collins in Houston, a guy that we didn't necessarily see as the alpha there on a team, but kind of necessity forced him into that role. And he's just a big, rangy guy who's a smooth runner, can get open downfield. So if, I think Means will go as far as his quarterback does. I think if he lands on a team with a great quarterback who can air it out and isn't afraid to take shots, Means could actually be a pretty consistent fantasy producer for you. So there you have it. We'll get more eyes on him at the Shrine game. But there you have it. Bub Means out of Pittsburgh. This has been another Rookie Spotlight on behalf of RosterWatch.com. Until next time, be ready.